menu. Alright guys, I'm making an Egyptian dish called Kushari. And Kushari is an Egyptian dish, I already told you that. So Kushari is made, it's kind of a carb overload. It's pretty much just pasta, rice, lentils, and they're all made flavored with the oil used to fry onions. So I'm cutting onions and I'm getting a bit emotional. It's really pinching my eyes. Oh, I'm making it closer to the onion, which is not helpful. So I'm frying the onions that you saw me cutting earlier. It should look something like this, or a little bit lighter. This got a bit dark. This got a little too dark. It burned. Now this is how it was supposed to look like. So this is optimum. This is okay, and this is totally burned. So you end up with a fair amount of oil. It's very healthy for you. It's just flavored oil because it has all the onion flavor. And this is key. This is what we're going to use to make the rest of the dish. One other ingredient is lentils, the brown or dark lentils. So just put a couple cups and let it boil. A little bit of salt. As I told you, it's a carb overload. So the other ingredient is macaroni. Put a bit of pasta and let it boil, maybe like half a cup. And now I think my pasta is ready, so I'm just gonna drain the water. So my pasta is now drained in this strainer, and then I get another scoop of my onion flavored oil and just put it on the top. And just sit together. Some of that will drain. But it will give it a nice flavor. So now I'm making the rice. First thing you do is after you wash the rice, put as much water or a little bit more water than what the measurement of rice you've had in a pot. Then we'll use the oil. You get maybe as much as this. Put it on top of the water. Maybe another one. And just let it boil. Add a bit of salt. Once it boils, you put the washed rice in there. So my water for the rice is boiled. I already washed the rice, and I just put that in. Once the rice is in, you just cover the pot. Let it boil on relatively high fire until it boils. Once it boils, you move it to lower fire and let it just steam and cook. So I'll change the fire, put a bit on kind of medium-low, and transfer the rice and let it. I'll just increase it a bit until the water level dries up a bit, and then once it dries up, I will lower the fire again and just let it steam. It will take about 20 minutes to cook through. So the rice water is drying up. That's when I would just put the fire just a bit lower and let it continue dry. I think my lentils are ready. So drained my lentils, letting it sit like this. I'll probably just cover it. So now comes almost kind of the most important addition to this dish, which is the sauce. So it's pretty oily, but you'll see. So this is about like 3 servings of this onion flavored oil, and I'll show you the rest of the ingredients shortly. So the ingredients: salt, a bit of tomato paste, diced tomatoes. I opened the tin of diced tomatoes and it turns out that I actually had some left over here, and cumin, as well as some white vinegar. And yeah, you know how in cook shows they show the ingredients in containers that almost look like they were never touched, and this is the first time we use our containers and reuse them. So this is what, a strawberry something, raspberry jam, and it has tomato paste in it. You don't want to put this on your toast in the morning. You put the vinegar in the oil as it heats, and it starts to sizzle. I don't know why we put the vinegar in hot oil. It's a bit weird. And then while it sizzles, I add the tomato paste, or the diced tomato. It starts to heat up. I just tasted the rice. It's cooked, but it doesn't taste like it had enough salt. So I'm just gonna add a bit more salt on my sauce. It's going well. So I'll take a bit of time on fire. I could add tomato paste if I want it redder, but it looks red enough, so I'm not gonna add any paste. I'll just be satisfied with the diced tomato. Then I'll add the most significant spice. Cumin is one of the most used spices in Egyptian cooking. So consulted my mom and she insisted I have to add tomato paste. So I put 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, gives it a nice red color, and I put it on low fire. Even though it was on low fire, the pot was burning the sauce, so I transferred it to one of those stone pots. It's called Stone Dine is the brand. And I added a couple scoops more of tomato paste, and 1 cup of water, so it changes the consistency. And I tasted it and it was a bit bland, so I'm going to add some salt and some more cumin. Looking nice and red. So here on the other side of the kitchen, my rice is nice and cooked. So the way this dish works is mixing the rice with the lentils. And unlike many of you, I only have 2 hands, so it's very difficult to do this and film at the same time. So I'll be right back. So I flipped the rice in an empty pot, a big pot, and then I'm gonna get my lentils. And just pour some. Using a nice wooden spoon just to mix the rice and the lentils. Oh, I forgot to mention, the rice you want to use short grain rice. The one that's a bit starchy, because it will stick together and it will give it a nice shape when you serve it. There you go. Oh, it looks beautiful. I had a bite. Needs a bit more salt. So now all my ingredients are ready. Onion, the tomatoes, rice and lentils, and did I say tomatoes? The onions, the pasta, and here are the tomatoes. So this is how you serve it. So you get just a bowl like this, and here's the pasta that is flavored or fragrant with the onion oil. Just put a bit at the bottom here. Get the plate that you're serving in, Do this. Ta-da! Get a bit of onion on the top. There you have it, Kushari. It's not the healthiest dish, but it's really delicious.